Good morning. Today is April 15th, 2022. My name is Sin Bagley, and I'm doing my daily I Ching practice with Paul O'Brien's Visionary I Ching. So I start with 3 deep breaths. Now I cast the coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 2 hexagrams today. The first one is 11, which is harmony. And I'll be reading the changing lines. Changing line 1 says, in times of peace and prosperity, an individual of high purpose is able to draw like-minded people to a good cause. As such people become available, enlist their support. Now is the time for people of talent to set out to accomplish something. Changing line 3. Change is the great constant of the universe. What goes up must come down. Just as the ripest, sweetest fruit hangs by a thread, so periods of prosperity can fall from their own weight. Death and decay are always a part of life. They can be held at bay temporarily, but never altogether banished. Let this knowledge flicker like an internal flame inside you. Only by being realistic about the world can you escape the illusion that good fortune can last forever. Prepare properly for the changes wrought by your destiny, and try to remember that fortune never completely abandons one whose inner riches remain superior to the workings of one's fate. Excuse me. Changing line 4. When general confidence is high, the large and the small influences mingle pleasantly. It furthers the strong to meet with the weak, or the wealthy with the poor, for the lowly possess a kind of truth that penetrates the artifices created by excessive advantage. That's a very nice way of saying the rich don't think like us. Mutual benefit is the key, and basically because they don't think like us, because they're not scrambling for food, water, clothing, money, for even going to the movies. So it does change a person. Wealth does change a person. Not always for the worse. It's like any type of power. It changes us to more of who we are. And it's good to really know who you are and really know your morals and your value structures. Okay, back to the reading. Mutual benefit is the key. Spontaneous contact based on the truth of inner feelings never fails. So, inner harmony and outer harmony. This had a lot of the outer harmony. The second hexagram is number 40, which is deliverance. A feeling of clarity and fresh opportunity follows a thunderstorm or any of extreme tension or obstacles. The storm has had the effect of clearing the air and suddenly reducing atmospheric tension. This symbolizes that some kind of deliverance is at hand. In the wake of a storm on land, deliverance can appear in the form of new color and life which bursts forth in the fields and flowers. Following a storm at sea, deliverance could take the form of land itself. In the realm of human relations, the rain of forgiveness can wash the human landscape clean after a conflicted period of enmity and error. Great clarity of purpose and renewed vigor can follow the healing of old wounds, but care must be taken to avoid accidentally opening these wounds by moving too quickly. Similarly, it is important to return to normalcy before moving ahead with new plans or projects after periods of stress. Following the resolution of a difficult situation, your first priority is to return to normal conditions as quickly as possible. Breathe a sigh of relief, but don't relax completely. It would be a mistake to reawaken the sleeping dogs of the immediate past before the new situation has stabilized. Look ahead, attend to residual matters that need taken care of, and do so without hesitation. Make a clean sweep of the past and move deliberately. Forgive, forget, and move on to see your fortunes improve. It's interesting that they use the forgive and forget, because one of the things I've said over past errors, I wouldn't call it errors, I would call it indiscretions, not in the same sense. Trespasses. That's a really good word used in the Bible. To forgive the trespasses against us. And I have learned to forgive those trespasses. But forget them is a much different proposition. It depends on how bad the trespass is. If it's a small one and we're being just nitpicky, forgiveness and forgetting is easy. When it's something like maybe a bad experience in childhood or a bad experiences in work, to forget that person is the way they are is probably not a good idea. You can forgive. Forgive is for us. To forget, it just depends on how serious the trespass was. However, most times we should forgive and we should forget. I remember when I first started the first year of marriage with my late husband, the things that didn't bother me before started to bother me. Maybe the way he used his toothbrush or left the toothpaste. I like to squish it from the bottom and roll it up. He liked to squish it in the middle, and to me it was a waste. And things like that. And those little trespasses started to rub. And I realized that I was allowing things that weren't important to cause tensions between us, which was not right. So in those cases, I had the worst sin, if that's the word to use. I was trespassing against him on things that didn't matter. So yes, in those cases, forgive and forget, and realize that in most cases, those little idiosyncrasies in the other person are not meant against you. They just aren't. They probably don't even know they're doing it. So, it looks like it's going to be a good day. I know I keep telling you that. Every day is a good day if you look at it the right way. It's all in the attitude. So have a great day, and just remember, let those little things go. And if it's a big thing, a really big thing, forgive. But remember that people stay. But you can't control people's actions. The people stay the way they want to be. Very hard thing to learn if you're a control freak. Hey, I'm looking at me. So you have a good day and take care. Bye.